So the effects of bullying last a lot longer than what you might realize. I've been out of high school now for 23 years, but there are still certain things that make me really anxious, and they're tied to the bullying that I went through in high school.
Well, the effects of bullying that mostly are common that I see in students is a lot of lower confidence, a lot of self-esteem issues, body image, lowered mood, depression, and sometimes on worst cases even something like self-harm.
So bullying definitely can lead to PTSD. Bullying can lead to a lower self-esteem. Bullying can lead to, taking out that rage and frustration on somebody else. So when you bully someone, you're not just hurting them, you're helping them hurt other people as well. So the most common type of bullying that I see is usually some sort of social media bullying. Things that happen over text, over Instagram, through DMs, Snapchat, whatever it is. That's where I see bullying happening the most because it's harder for teachers to catch.
We're training everyone here to be adults and to be able to gauge social interactions and be able to perceive situations. And so sometimes we do go too far, and sometimes we don't toe that line very well. And I think communication is the best way to make sure that we aren't going too far. Maybe we notice a social cue with the student, disengage from the situation, and they didn't want to talk about it anymore, or you noticed a half-hearted laugh, or something that really said, this is kind of off.
Well, I think bullying has changed quite a bit over time because when I was in school and I was being bullied back in the late 90s, if you didn't want to interact with your bully outside of school, you just avoided the places where you knew they were going to be, and you made sure that your parents answered the phone instead of you, so that if they called your house, you didn't have to deal with them. But for you guys, one of the things that's really hard to deal with, I'm sure, is all of the things that happen on social media, all the DMs that you might be getting and those kinds of things, and you never really get a break from your bully, especially if they are bullying you on social media.
This is something that I was debating not talking about, and I think it's better to. As some of you guys may know, it wasn't really something that I was never bullied to a great degree, but I mean, there was always comments by different people that really hurt my self-image.
When I was in high school, I was severely bullied. I was bullied verbally, and I was also bullied physically. At one point, a group of students locked me in a bathroom and screamed through the door that I should kill myself, and that if I killed myself, they would all have a party. They did this for about 30 minutes. Another time, I was staying in a hotel on a trip with a group of girls, and when I woke up, I realized they had all been taking turns spitting in my hair. So I was one of the people who was really targeted. Yeah, I think it's possible, it's absolutely possible that bullies have something going on at home, that they're being mistreated or that they are in a situation where they're acting out angrily at school.
Like I said, that can be anonymous, especially if you're worried about any kind of repercussions. I know some people have this misconception, well, not always a misconception, that if you do report bullying, that it's worse off for you. And so doing something anonymously, like through WeTip, or emailing the teachers, admin, counselor, talking to your parents, those are all great ways that you can make sure that we are, if we don't know, we don't know, right? And so making sure that we're knowledgeable and we're aware of it, that's the first step, right?
I think students often avoid asking for help because they don't want to be seen as a snitch, or they don't want to get the other person in trouble, or they're afraid that the teacher's not going to do anything about it.
We should reach out to someone, whether that's parents, whether that's admin, whether that's teachers, whether that's just other peers. You're probably not alone, and we want to help you, and the teachers want to help you, and we want to make sure that we're in a safe environment when we are here. And so just reach out.
Discipline is handled privately here. If you are in trouble, we keep that private. If someone is bullying you and they are in trouble for it, we keep that private. So I know it's hard for you to see that something is actually happening or being done, but believe me, behind the scenes where you can't see, things are being done and things are being taken care of.
Sometimes in these situations that you kind of feel like that you're isolated or that you're being ostracized for something, or how you look, how you feel, how you dress, and sometimes you may feel like you're weird or anything like that, but that's not the case. Everybody experiences something like this, whether it's cyber, whether it's physical, whether it's emotional. Somewhere along the lines, it's not something that you did or something, or how different you are, but it's just sometimes people not always having your best interests at heart, or someone just trying to be funny or take control of the situation. And I'm sorry that it is happening to you, but feel free to reach out anytime, okay?